Press the issue. I could have stopped him. I could have stopped him. It's me. It's me. Definitely my fault. Definitely my fault.
No, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do me regardless. I told him to leave his moms and, the people home, and he still broke them. It's crazy, man. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad, man. But, it's all love.
Learn. I definitely could have. That was on me too. That was on me for sure. Cause I ain't pick it up when I supposed to pick it up, and I could have definitely did more. Definitely did more. He caught me with a good shot, but it was times. It was times that I sat in there with him, and I'm like, damn, this guy like super slow. Well, not super slow, but he's slow, and I could have took advantage of the moments. I was boxing too much in the beginning, and when I felt like he was slow, it was just already late down the line type of thing.
What you talking about? He like, they ain't gonna give it to you. I was like, oh, is that right? So, that's how boxing work. It's sad to say, that's how boxing work. I'm not like totally upset. I figured with a superstar, you won't get too much on paper.
About what happened in the ninth round. How frustrated are you that that wasn't counted as a knockdown?
Man.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Jake, you heard him with the uppercut. You heard him with the uppercut. Did you see him out on his feet that set up that overhand left where it was just
I damn sure thought I had it. Especially when they announced the score for him. I was like, oh, they gonna give me a split decision win. I was like, oh, yeah. Honestly, I thought I should have won without that being counted a knockdown. Look, I ain't the ref. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he had the white had the white shirt out his eye. But the rules do state if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's an automatic 8 count. But it is what it is. I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing in there. I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power. But as soon as I heard that 114, I was just like, damn, all right, it's over with. So, yeah, man, it's just crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's okay. We gonna run it back. It's okay. But if that was kind of a knockdown, I would win a majority decision.
Yeah, Lamont, this is Matt from...
A fight like Tank versus Shakur Stevenson, one that could decide the best American boxer under 30, needs both fighters coming in strong. You can't have one of them coming off a fight that most people think he should have lost while still being the favorite. That's why Davis needs the Roach rematch, even though winning it won't be easy. To keep excitement high for fights against Stevenson and other top contenders, he has to erase the doubts from this last fight. The draw on his record isn't a huge problem for his marketability, but the fact that many saw him as the second-best fighter that night is. The only way to fix that is with a new, more convincing victory.
I don't know, did y'all see me in the ring tell him to keep counting? he started counting. I was like, why you stop? Like, keep counting. But I honestly don't know. I don't know. But
Davis versus Roach 2 needs to happen next, and it should take place somewhere that brings out the best atmosphere, where Davis's Baltimore fans and Roach's DC supporters can come together for an electric crowd. Also, New York's Willis, who is usually a solid ref, should not be on the commission's shortlist this time. Right now, Tank Davis is at a crossroads. He was once the brightest, rising star seen as the next big thing after Floyd Mayweather. But now he has to battle his inner demons and take on the toughest challenge of his career, coming back from a position he's never been in before.
The fight, yeah, just didn't do enough work. I thought that Roach's game plan was.
Davis came into the fight as a huge favorite, with many expecting him to score his 29th career knockout by stopping Roach, who was making his lightweight debut. The pro-Davis crowd was ready for another highlight reel finish, but Tank couldn't deliver. Instead, Roach stood his ground, absorbed Davis's power shots, and fired back with punches that stunned both Davis and the fans. Known for his patience, Davis started slow, waiting for Roach to make a mistake he could capitalize on. But that mistake never came. Roach stayed disciplined, refusing to give Davis an opening to counter or control the pace. Early in the fight, Davis smiled and talked to Roach, trying to rattle him. But as the rounds went on, he had to get serious when he realized Roach wasn't going to crumble under the pressure. Roach Jr., now 29, had faced Davis in the amateurs and lost. But this time, he proved he was ready for the challenge. 11. After turning pro, Davis and Roach's careers went in very different directions. Davis became one of boxing's biggest stars, while Roach was known as a solid fighter who fell short in his only other world title shot, a loss to Jamel Herring for the WBO super featherweight title.
I'm not scared of nobody. It's all about the bread at the end of the day. In the perfect world, if I could have it, how I want to have it, thank God Lamont Roach made a name for 135 division because we needed somebody.
Okay.
Let's be real. So now we got a new person, thank God. So now we got Lamont Roach. If I can have it my way,
trying to bait, but Roach was just really patient. Roach was patient, bro. He was tight. He was patient, and he wasn't really rushing in. And every now and then he'll make a mistake. He'll probably lunge a little bit or reach with the right hand, and then he got countered. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't give a whole lot of
title in 2019. Davis's rise to superstardom was cemented by his knockout win over Ryan Garcia in 2023, a victory that led many to call him the face of boxing. But against Roach, that reputation was nearly shaken by an underwhelming performance. Perhaps their history gave Davis a false sense of confidence going into the fight. But Roach was fully prepared for everything Tank had to offer, including his devastating knockout power. By the middle rounds, Davis's early smirks faded as he realized the KO he expected wouldn't come easily. He started throwing more punches to create openings, but Roach stood firm, countering with sharp combinations. Davis focused almost entirely on body shots, hammering away as Roach stayed aggressive, moving forward without hesitation. Every time Davis slowed down, Roach would sneak in counters. In round 8, Roach stunned Davis with a counter right hand. While Davis was never in serious danger, the moment proved he couldn't afford to fight recklessly. Sensing the fight slipping away, Davis turned up the pressure in the championship rounds. Though he landed some big power shots, he never seriously hurt Roach. Still, his late activity won him the final 2 rounds on all 3 scorecards, helping him escape with a draw and keep his title. In an extremely measured performance, Davis landed 103 of 279 punches, while Roach was the busier fighter, connecting on 112 of 400 punches. Many believed that Davis might break under pressure, and Roach seemed to know this well. Since they come from the same area and fought in the amateurs, Roach didn't start too fast. Instead, he applied pressure gradually. As the fight went on, Davis's weaknesses started to show, reinforcing the rumor that he struggles when put under intense pressure. Interview 14. There were accusations that Davis was fouling during the fight, with some even suggesting he tried to bite at one point, though that wasn't entirely clear. However, the bigger issue was...
It was a great event. Great event. It was a great fight. They put in a fantastic performance. Both of them did, for real. Both of them really did put in a fantastic performance. It was a great fight, you know? All that good stuff. All that good stuff. You know, it was a draw. At the end of the day, people are unsatisfied. You know, I feel like...
was his knee incident and other questionable moments. Some believe Davis is mentally weak but physically gifted. The best way to beat a front-runner like him is to drag him into the later rounds instead of taking big risks early. Fellow lightweight world champion Keyshawn Davis also weighed in on Tank versus Roach. His performance raised some doubts about his ability, and Keyshawn shared his thoughts on the Porterway podcast about whether he believes Tank was truly exposed.
Defend against him. So I don't know what that's going to bring us. But let's move on to the main event. GervontaDavis and Lamont Roach. Certainly, I think the draw controversial, but I think Lamont Roach wins the night. I think his performance wins the night. Here's the thing, though. You know, Lamont Roach was always a solid fighter, solid fundamental, and I'm going to reiterate what I said before. Solid fundamental fighter. Nothing that wows you, though. No crazy speed, no crazy